Hello, guys. Good afternoon and welcome once again. We are going to talk about something very important in this session. Not only this session, we're going to have another session today itself. So, these two sessions, you're going to learn some things that are so critical whenever we want to study, whenever we want to score well. And scoring well is not all about just studying, it's about how you prepare yourself, it's about all the things that come into your preparation. And that means we need to touch all those points that are very critical. We are going to touch all these points today in this session. We're going to take up half of them and we'll try to understand how exactly can we maximize the efforts we put towards our study and make sure that we are scoring better. The topic today is a letter to score better. This is just half the part of letter, and that's why you can see this is part number one. We're going to have a part number two later on. So let us see exactly how can we score better. But you know what? Where you can come and score the best, that happens to be this best live learning app that is there in this nation right now. I'm talking about the ODA Class app. I'm talking about this app that can help you get those marks that you've always wanted. But how do you do so? You can come into the best place at ODA Class itself, that's the bridge course. Now, the bridge course starts on Monday. That means you have a lot of time right now. But if you get your seats booked right now, it will be helping you because your seat would be reserved. Then there's nobody who can take that seat. But if you're just wondering what exactly is the bridge course and how can it make me better, how can it help me with my studies, I'd like to tell each and everything regarding it. First of all, you can see it's a 1 week course. That means 7 days of fun learning. And how do I say fun learning? Because there are six classes, three each in math and science that can help you become better. The concepts that we are going to teach are something that you would have never seen, never witnessed in that way. And if you face any problem anywhere, be it regarding your studies at school, be it your studies regarding the bridge course, be it any other doubt in general, we also give you a personal mentor teacher. An academic mentor teacher is assigned to each and every student who would be coming and joining this bridge course. But the thing is that first of all, you come here, then you start learning, then you have doubts, you get your doubts cleared. Does the journey of learning end here? Absolutely not. Because once you're learning, you want to test yourself. You want to put yourself in those pressure situations. You want to put yourself into a place where you might panic. And we create such scenarios by giving you the homeworks. These are timed homeworks. Similarly, you have the tests that are timed as well. And there are PDF books just so you get that extra support. Now, all these things are combined in the bridge course, and that is what makes this a unique course and makes it the best out there because everything has been taken care of. So now, if you feel that, you know what, I want to be a part of this course, all you need to do is check out this link in the description below. Click on it to make sure that you are enrolling into the best of course. And all of this comes to you at a discounted price of rupees 49. You'll say, sir, what discount? You see, the discount is right here. The price is 1/10 of what actually the price should be. The price is almost 500 rupees while you get it for 50 rupees. So it's all a win-win for every one of us. If you'll come over here, you can see a lot of students have actually come in over here and benefited a lot. I hope you do as well. Now, that brings me to my introduction. I'll quickly introduce myself before we go on to this session itself. My name is Udit Gupta. I have done my engineering from NIT Allahabad. I'm a physics educator who carries a lot of experience, not only in terms of his students mentored, but also in terms of the time that I've spent teaching. So let's hope that you can find these crucial tips, these critical tips very handy. I hope you use them in your daily life and make yourselves better. Here we are starting off, and today's agenda, we have four things to talk about. Now, if you see, first of all, we're talking about read versus learn, that what is the difference between both of them and how we should be approaching our studies. And the second thing is motivation. So these two are the things we are going to talk about in this session right now. We'll talk about research and time management later, that how do we see these terms as well coming into our picture and making sure that we extend our results That's just a little bit whatever we require. So let us just start off with the first thing over here, that is read versus learn. Now, a lot of students I see, they say that you know what, आज ना मैंने 5 घंटे पढ़ाई करी, राइट, आज ना मैंने 6 घंटे पढ़ाई करी. अरे 5 घंटे 6 घंटे आपने पढ़ाई तो करी, but was it effective? Did you learn something? If I ask you at the end of 5 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours, what you learned, can you tell me? Now, a lot of you would study just 1 hour and be able to tell me so much. कि मैंने ये पढ़ा, ये पढ़ा, ये पढ़ा. It feels as if you studied like 4 hours. And a student who has studied 4 hours, मैं उससे पूछता हूँ क्या पढ़ा, and they're like ये और ये बस. So the difference in both the students is that the student who said कि मैं 5-6 घंटे पढ़ा हूँ, the student was only reading. They were not learning. उनको याद नहीं रखा जा रहा है, कुछ बस पढ़ लिया. Now I read something and I forget. Not a useful thing for me if I'm a student. I read something and I remember. That is more important. So in reading versus learning, what should we prefer? We should prefer learning. If I am just a speaker, अगर मुझे बोला गया कि अच्छे से पढ़ो उदित, तो then I would be focusing upon reading. मैं याद नहीं करने की कोशिश करूंगा क्योंकि I have to speak properly. So I have to read properly. If I read properly, I can speak properly, and that is not the agenda if you are a student. Your agenda is to remember things for a longer time. Your agenda is to replicate those things that you have studied in the final paper. And if I ask you this question, do you want to speak better or do you want to remember? As a student, I think you will say, I'm going to go with the second part, right? This is something that I would like to do if I am a student. And yes, if I am a speaker, then I will say that I would go ahead and take this part. Now, as a teacher, I want both of them, right? As somebody who teaches the students, not only do I want to speak better so that the students can listen, but I also want to remember things because teachers should remember things as well, right? But yes, this is the thing that you should be ticking off. You should say that this is something that I want to do. But how? How do you do that? We're going to talk about this as well. So the next slide brings us towards the fact that what should we doing, right? Now, if you talk about reading, how do you read? You have your eyes, you see the text, and you speak. That is, you use your eyes and you use your mouth. If you want to just read, आपने eyes use करी, mouth use किया. You do not use your brain. You do not use your mind because you don't have to remember. आपको ज्यादा कुछ याद ही नहीं रखना. आपको बस बोलना है अच्छे से. So if you want to read things better, and this happens, I think, to a lot of us when once we are in school. I remember very frankly कि हिस्ट्री की क्लास होती थी एंड हिस्ट्री टीचर वाज और लाइक कि फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, सेकंड स्टूडेंट सेकंड पैराग्राफ, यू थर्ड फोर्थ कीप रीडिंग, राइट. एंड देन आपको पता होता था ओके माय पैराग्राफ इज 15 पैराग्राफ पहले से ही देख लिया क्या क्या पढ़ना है सो दैट स्कूल में बेइज्जती ना हो कि आप पढ़ने गए और आपने कुछ और ही बोल दिया व्हाट यू वांटेड टू से. So yes, the thing is that reading is sort of important, but not that much important. What is more important is learning. Learning is very important for us. And a lot of us do this as we grow up, that we use our eyes and mind. बचपन में if you are kids, नर्सरी केजी में होते थे तो बोल बोल के पढ़ते थे A for apple, B for ball, right? You didn't see and learn. You used to shout it out loud, and that was the best strategy. I'll tell you why. For us, what happens is that अभी you have so much text to be done. तो आप क्या करते हो? आप देखते हो, आप सोचते हो you can remember. Now, it's not as if you won't be able to remember. You can remember about 30 to 40% of what you will if you use your eyes and mind. You will say, sir, 30 to 40% is very less. इतना ही केवल रिमेंबर कर पाएंगे क्या? Yes, only this much you would be able to remember because if you are learning, you are just using your eyes and mind. So after some time, your mind will say, "Bas, bhai, bas." You will study 2 hours, but your effective learning would only be 45 minutes. Or is 45 minutes when you would be able to recall 30, 40 minutes. And that is why I said कि 30 से 40% होता है if you are just learning through eyes and mind. So you want to know the best strategy? If you want, you can just write it down in the chat box. कमेंट करो भाई कि बेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी चाहिए. हाँ, तो लो भाई बेस्ट स्ट्रैटेजी आपके कहने पर. The best strategy is to use all three things at once. You use your eyes, you use your mouth, and you use your mind. अब आप पूछोगे सर कैसे? How can you say this is the best strategy? See, not only do I experience this, but I'll tell you कि how this works. आपका जो माउथ है, ये 30 मिनट्स अगर लगातार बोलता रहे, लगातार मैं कहूं कि 30 मिनट चपर 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 करते रहो, बोलते रहो, बोलते रहो, बोलते रहो, राइट? व्हाट विल हैपन? पानी चाहिए, गला सूख रहा है, बहुत देर से बोल रहे, राइट? सो आफ्टर 30 मिनट, इफ यू कीप ऑन स्पीकिंग while you're learning, you will automatically require a break and your mouth will require a break कि भाई मेरे को थोड़ा सा पानी दो तब मैं बोल पाऊंगा. And in the meanwhile, your mind and your eyes are also getting rested. राइट? अच्छा, माइंड लगातार कितनी देर तक काम कर सकता है? लगातार 1 आवर तक कर सकता है. बट नाउ सिंस यू आर टेकिंग दैट 30 मिनट ब्रेक, ये 1 आवर की जगह इट कैन वर्क 2 आवर्स एट अ स्ट्रेच because you were taking those breaks. Your mind was also getting the break. So mind refresh हुआ, उसने कहा ठीक है और याद कर सकते हैं. Now I can remember more. And finally, your eyes, ये almost चलती है 4 से 5 घंटे तक. The best case scenario, I'm telling you, the best case scenario. 4 to 5 hours, if you just keep reading, you're taking that little bit of breaks once your mouth is, tired. You're taking a little bit of breaks once you think, अरे दिमाग पे थोड़ा सा stress पड़ रहा है. So now your eyes, they get weary in about 4 to 5 hours. So now you have had this best blend कि आप देख भी रहे हो, आप बोल भी रहे हो और आप याद भी रख रहे हो. Your eyes, your mind and your mouth, when all three start working in sync, you will see कि आप याद रख पा रहे हो चीजें. You are remembering it for a longer period of time. And once you say things, mouth का use ये भी है कि once you say things out loud, तो वो आपके पास, if you grasp information, कैसे information grasp कर सकते हो? If any information I want to give you, either I will write it down, you take it through your eyes से mind का connection and you remember it. And another thing is कि किसी ने कुछ बोला, let us say I tell you कि you know what, Gautam Adani is the richest person in India. So you have heard it, you did not listen, you did not see it. आपने तब कान को यूज किया और माइंड को यूज किया. तो if you are using your mouth और eyes at the same time, तो eyes के थ्रू भी ग्रास्प कर रहे हैं और जब आप बोल रहे हो तो साउंड के थ्रू भी ग्रास्प कर रहे हो, ईयर्स के थ्रू भी ग्रास्प कर रहे हो. तो you are grasping through two things. So that is why I say that this is the best strategy to use, and I hope that most of you will follow this. Although it seems very boring कि हमारे सर इतना सारा पढ़ना होता है, you know what, हम बस eyes और mind use कर लेते हैं. ठीक है, you might not remember it for a longer time is all. Okay, so this was something regarding read versus learn. Now we'll move on to the next point, and that is motivation. How do we keep ourselves motivated? Right? भाई ओडा ट्रॉफी है, आपको जीतनी है ओडा ट्रॉफी. आओ ब्रिज कोर्स में, ओडा ट्रॉफी मिलेगी आपको. राइट? लिंक वहां रहा, डिस्क्रिप्शन में ढूंढो, वहां आपको मिल जाएगा. ओके, तो मोटिवेशन के लिए आप ब्रिज कोर्स में भी आ सकते हो, बट व्हाट आर अदर थिंग्स दैट यू कैन यूज एज थिंग्स दैट मोटिवेट यू? तो फर्स्ट थिंग इज कि इफ यू वेक अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड यू फील कि आज क्या करना है, अच्छा आज ये करना है, वो करना है, यू डोंट नो, आप सोच रहे हो, यू आर प्लानिंग इट आउट कि आज ये करेंगे, आज ये करेंगे. बाय द टाइम यू प्लान आउट, मे बी हाफ एन आवर, 1 hour इज गॉन. नाउ आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि आउट ऑफ 24 hours 8 hours you would be sleeping. 16 में से 1 hour अगर आपने सोचा कि चलो प्लान करते हैं, तो आपके पास sort of 1/16, 6% of the time that you will have in your life is already gone. So what is the best way? The best way is कि भाई एक रात पहले ही हम डिसाइड कर लेते हैं कि क्या करना है. So this will help you in two ways. First of all, you become disciplined कि आप रात में ही प्लान कर ले रहे हो कि कल क्या करना है, and the next morning that you wake up, you are motivated to do things कि मुझे ये खत्म करना है, ये खत्म करना है, ये खत्म करना है. I want to finish this and this. So once you are sort of getting that motivation, you will always feel कि यार, you know what, I'm gonna wake up the next day, I'm gonna do this. So you are feeling confident, you are feeling कि yes, I have a purpose in life, and you go ahead, you fulfill that job. This is the first thing that you should do if you want to keep yourself motivated in the longer run. What is the next thing that you can do? Reward yourself. पार्टी दो यार अपने आप को कि हमने एक काम कंप्लीट कर लिया है. लेट्स गो आउट. आज मैं जाऊंगा और आज मैं अपने फेवरेट समोसे वाली दुकान पे जाके समोसे खाऊंगा. राइट? or maybe you can have that pizza party. आपने बड़ा कुछ काम accomplish किया है. Maybe you can throw out a party to your friends कि यार, you know what, I wanted to complete this. I've completed this and I feel like having fun. I feel like getting entertained. And if you really want that, करो पार्टी, रिवॉर्ड करो अपने आप को, राइट. सो दिस इज वन थिंग दैट कैन ऑल्सो कीप यू मोटिवेटेड कि यार, इफ यू थिंक ऑफ इट इन दिस वे कि आज अगर मैं मैथ्स के 20 क्वेश्चन कर लेता हूं तो आज मैं शाम को समोसे खाने जाऊंगा, राइट. 20 कर लेता हूं तो एक समोसा खाऊंगा, 30 कर लूंगा तो दो समोसे, right? That could be your motivation, that you keep your rewards. That is something up to you, or maybe you can help your parents decide as well. I'm pretty sure they would be more than happy to do that if you're studying. And final thing that I feel is very close to my heart is appreciation. कि यू फील अप्रिशिएटेड, आपको कोई बोले कि बहुत अच्छे, बहुत ही अच्छा काम किया तुमने, यू फील कि हाँ यार वाकई में आज तो मैंने मजा ही दिला दिया, मतलब आई डिड समथिंग दैट एवरीबडी इज अप्रिशिएटिंग. हर कोई चाह रहा है कि यार अप्रिशिएट किया एकदम कि वेल डन यार, गुड, राइट. तो यू नो व्हाट, अप्रिसिएशन गोज अ लॉन्ग वे. आपको अगर मैं बोलता हूं कि आपके पेरेंट्स आके वंस यू गेट दैट 95% आके बोलेंगे कि तुमने ना मेरी एकदम सीना चौड़ा कर दिया, छाती चौड़ी करके अब मैं जा सकता हूं, बता सकता हूं कि मेरे बच्चे के 95% आए, 90% आए, राइट. दैट गिव्स यू अ डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ मोटिवेशन कि यार दिस इज समथिंग आई वांट. ऑब्वियसली रिवॉर्ड्स में आप बोल सकते हो पापा PS5 दिला देना अगर मेरे 100 आते हैं, 100 out of 100 मैथ्स में आते हैं या साइंस में आते हैं. बट यस, यू नो, गेटिंग अ पैट ऑन द बैक इज समथिंग दैट इज ऑल्सो सॉर्ट ऑफ वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स द मोटिवेटिंग पार्ट. सो आई होप कि ये सारी चीजें आपको पसंद आई होंगी, और अगर आपको मोटिवेटेड रहना पढ़ाई की तरफ तो है हमारे पास ओडा क्लास ऐप. आइए इस पे, मोटिवेटेड रहेंगे आप, पढ़ाई करते रहेंगे. और इसका जो ब्रिज कोर्स है, ओ हो, right, this is something that is out of any normal students league, because once this starts on Monday, एक हफ्ते तक आपको मैथ और साइंस तो पढ़ाएंगे और साथ में देंगे एक मेंटर टीचर. So this mentor teacher will take care of any problems and all the problems that you face, but all depends on you. You need to come into this course. We are providing each and everything that is there to make sure that your academics don't suffer. You have the homeworks, you have the tests, you have the PDF books. I'll tell you there's more as well. If you just go out and check that link in the description below, this is the link. You're going to find that in the description. Click on it, make sure you enroll, and you get into this 49 rupees course, 49 rupees weekly course. Now, 49 rupees तो ले रहे हैं, क्या हम कुछ दे रहे हैं? Obviously, we're giving you maybe more than rupees 49. That is what you can expect at Bridge Course, because once you are coming here, you're going to get these awesome ODA coins that you can collect the more classes you attend, the more Bridge Course enrollment that you do, and once you get those coins, you can get all these goodies. So what are you waiting for? Go out there, check the link in the description, get yourself enrolled. This is all the coverage that we had for now. We're gonna return back. We're gonna have the letter to score better part 2 coming in just a little while. I hope you do stay tuned. You can click on the subscribe button to not miss anything, and do not forget to like and share with your friends, because I think they need them too. So this is me signing off, saying adios, and we'll meet